guys, and welcome back to For the Life of Me. Okay, what do I have to announce? Just gonna hop. Nothing, no transition thing, nothing except for just straight into announcements, because that's the way that we roll here on The Life of Me. I can't abbreviate it like that, can I? So, number one, you know, guys, how planets actually went up on Apple Music and all that? Well, actually, you guys don't know. It was up on Apple Music, and now it's down because I told them to take it down because it was wrong in so many ways. It was ridiculous. Including, well, there's four main things. Number one, the art is completely different. Number two, the artist is wrong. It was crescendo and not center with an S. Neptune was only the drum beat, which was kind of weird. And there was no Pluto. Come on, Pluto. We love Pluto. So I told them to route note to remove it and hopefully to approve album number 2, which has everything fixed, as well as approve Aspects. As you guys know from Future Adam last episode, the new album is called Aspects, and just with some more information to share with you, here's the order. It goes Serenity, Pulse, Ripples, Vortex. Flow is one you guys have not heard yet, because I made it after recording last week's episode. Harmony, another one you guys don't know. And of course, Echoes. So, that's the order of the songs. So whenever it comes out, I will tell you guys, because it hasn't gotten approved yet, and I'm really waiting for it to be approved, and they haven't done it yet. It's kind of annoying. But I do have it in my own library due to the fact that I have the MP3 downloads, I have the album art, and I have a way to get it into Apple Music. So I have all those there. But anyways, hold on. I wonder, can I line one of these songs up perfectly? So once it hits 2 minutes and 36 seconds, I'll stop and roll the music. Nope, not counting that. Not counting that. I have to wait for 6 more seconds starting now, just to yammer on until we, come on, roll the music. So that should have been perfectly timed with Serenity. If I put Serenity at the very beginning, it's 2 minutes and 36 seconds long. So hopefully I'll be able to line it up perfectly. Listen to this, guys. So as you guys know, I now record in my office area, which gives me the perfect opportunity to do to review more stuff, including for anyone who doesn't know, I used first a Corsair something K70 RGB MK2, I think. Might want to rewind that and slow it down. I talk way too fast at first, as well as a Logitech G502 Hero, which it's a good mouse. It has a ridiculous number of buttons, and it's quite heavy. Hold on, I'm turning on some lights. Boom! Lights are on. Yeah, it's quite heavy, but it was a good mouse. You hear that? It was a good mouse. Here's the thing. The other day, it's never been a good clicking and dragging mouse, so I decided to try and pop out the left click thing and get a particle out, or I don't know what I thought was under there. It ended up screwing it up more, so that it would click really fast twice when I clicked it once. Sometimes it wouldn't click at all. It was just having some issues with the left click. So I decided I'm gonna get a new mouse. And that I did. But if you just some more background context, that is the same thing, Adam. I switched from the Corsair to the All-Roccat Pyro, which is a fantastic keyboard. And so I decided to get, I have a All-Roccat desk pad as well. So I decided to get a All-Roccat mouse. So I found one on Amazon, the All-Roccat Cone Pro, for 18 bucks, and I bought it because I needed a new mouse. So I'm going to be doing a little review on that and a little bit about what I think about the company in general, and a comparison between the All-Roccat Kone Pro and the Logitech G502 Hero. So first of all, the Kone Pro has this really squishy cable. Both of these are wired mice, by the way. Really squishy cable. Very, 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 very similar shape. Sorry, Caleb is being ridiculously loud outside of my doorway. About the same shape. You meant to be used as a right-hand mouse, so it's slightly leaned to the right a little bit for where your hand sits on it. The G502 Hero is a lot more. It feels a lot more sturdily built. But the both of them feel like really good in the hand. They have a little ledge for your thumb to rest. Anything's better than Apple's Magic Mouse. It has this really cool looking RGB at the front. It's got like this hexagon pattern, and the RGB glows through it, and it looks amazing. The scroll wheel is made out of aluminum, and it's got this kind of ticky scroll to it, so you can actually hear it. So that's that. The G502 Hero has, I think, 8 buttons. There's one. I mean, the scroll wheel has the infinite scroll, as well as you can tilt it to the left, tilt it to the right. The infinite scroll, or you can have this kind of ticky scroll. There's a button that can change between those two. There's a button that can be programmed to whatever you want. There's a button where your thumb rests. There's 2 buttons above where your thumb rests, and then there's 2 buttons that your left pointer finger can click. Right pointer finger can click. You're just your pointer finger. Why am I referring to the left hand at all? The left hand is useless. Where your right hand pointer finger can click. I still have to specify for some reason. 2 buttons there. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm tallying them based on where my hand goes. I don't know where the other 2 are, but that's fine, I guess. But the thing about the Roccat Pyro is it has 2 buttons, which is quite an interesting decrease from the G502, because I'm so used to having buttons like everywhere my finger is. So resting my finger and being able to press it against the mouse, just so you guys know, I'm actually like holding the mouse and doing all these things. Being able to press it against the mouse is really weird. But the Roccat does have this really interesting software feature called Easy Switch. And what it does is, you know how you can program literally everything. So if you wanted left click to not be left click, go ahead. That's as easy as that. But the thing about Easy Shift is, well, you activate it with a button. So I've programmed it to be the front button that my thumb touches. And it allows every single button on the mouse, left click, right click, scroll up, down, click on it, and the button right behind your finger, it allows it to be reprogrammed to have a second function, which is actually really cool. So like with this, especially with their software, I'm getting to that, I'll get to that. But like, I have it programmed so that the front button that my thumb touches will go into that Easy Shift state, and the back button will open CapCut so I can record and edit and all of that. And of course, the rest of the mouse function is the same thing. But then I press that Easy Shift. I haven't actually finished using this thing. I haven't been using it for that long. I got it yesterday, and that's why I was waiting to record. But if I press that Easy Shift button and hold it, and then press left click, my computer will shut down. I programmed it to do that because I like having a fast way to shut down my computer, because when I need to stop using it, I don't want to have to go down to the bottom left corner and click the Windows button and click the power button and click shut down. Oh, I was about to do that. That's not good. Do not take any actions during recording. I clicked and CapCut didn't like it. But it's a really interesting thing. So I'm planning on, when I have enough time, which I might actually have time over the weekend. We were gonna go to Beaufort, South Carolina, but my relatives in Beaufort have COVID, so we're not doing that anymore. So we're going somewhere else, maybe. I don't know, but I might have time over the weekend now. But with that easy shift button, I'm planning to redo everything else as well. But I feel like one other mentionable aspect before I get to the software of these mice, the difference between the mice, is the weight. You pick up the Logitech G502 Hero without any of the weights that it comes with in it. This thing is heavy because it's made of these really durable materials. It's made of some really nice stuff. It's really heavy. With all those buttons, you have to have stuff to do all of it, and onboard memory to store all of your profiles and your lighting options. With this thing, what do I compare this to? It is heavier than my AirPods case. That's just impressive. I guarantee you it's heavier than my phone. Oh, I was trying to avoid a loud sound. It might be about the same weight as the microphone that came. Well, no, it's heavier. Just a little bit heavier than the microphone that came with my Logitech Pro headset. It's insanely light. Like, it feels like there's nothing on the inside. But clearly that's not true because it boasts all these stats and you can see them in action, and it's amazing. And it's a great mouse. But here's the main reason why I like it. We're finally going to get to the software. So before I've admired Rockat's software before I had this mouse. I got my keyboard, I set up the driver, and instead of going through this process of having to change my keyboard's lighting and all that, Rockat's made the software called AMO. And it's this really smart lighting system that interacts with what you're doing on your computer. So typing, when I press the letter on my keyboard, it will light up a color different than, well, I guess, start at the base, Adam. Think about this on levels. The very base is this flowy, slow gradient, and it looks really nice. But when I press a key, the key will light up in a different color than on the color of like the gradient at that time. And the more times I press it, the farther it spreads around the keyboard, which is actually really cool, because then it'll do this shrinky back in thing. Now, the Roccat Pyro also has a volume knob. So if I adjust the volume knob, the gradient shifts the direction I'm adjusting the volume knob. And that's just the keyboard. So I'm like, wow, I don't have to do anything with the customization of this. And then came along this mouse. Now, before I even plugged up this mouse and got it set up with AMO and all that, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if when I shifted the volume knob, it would pass the colors to my mouse? When I click the volume knob, it shifts the colors to my mouse. Not only that, but the gradient can also be controlled by the scroll wheel on the mouse. So the scroll wheel and the knob do the same thing. It's amazing. I mean, it's so satisfying to watch. But also, if I click something. Oh wait, hold on. I know it definitely lights up. I don't want to press any of these buttons. I wonder if easy shift will do anything. I don't quite know how easy shift works, and I don't want to shut down my computer, but I do know that with something that I did this morning or something like that, all of the light just like centered on the keyboard. What I'm saying is they integrate all of your products from Roccat, including my keyboard and my mouse, and they make them feel like they're one product. I guess I've never really had the experience of using the same brand across products, but this is just such an amazing experience. And their products, here's how I like to summarize them. Their products are average. Their products aren't bad. Their products aren't good. If you're looking for a mouse with 12,000 buttons to do everything that you need them to do, don't go for Roccat. But if you're looking for an amazing software experience with some good peripherals, I would happily recommend somebody to Roccat. They're great. And Roccat has also just been combined with Turtle Beach. So now my little Roccat logos and Roccat names and all that are on my keyboard and my mouse and my mouse pad and all that, they're going to be gone soon enough. So oh well. But overall, this mouse, I like it way more because it doesn't have any issues, I guess, than the G502 Hero. And I love the way that it connects to my keyboard. And I would highly recommend any of their products. So that's my final review. That's my final thoughts. And I think with that's a great place actually to just end the episode. Maybe by next week, my release will be approved and I can tell you guys and add it to the website and maybe have Center have their own website. My own website. But anyways, thank you guys for listening and adios. Not adios, Adam. What podcast is this, Adam? This is not, I repeat, not the MSM Project. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.